A new world is coming. Are you up for the challenge? Building the planet of tomorrow in the new, one-of-a-kind strategy trading game.
PlanetIX is a game, a digital copy of the planet where players can buy, collect, and trade PIX, which is how we call the lots of land. People will get packages and then go into the marketplace, and then they can sell, exchange, buy directly from other players. Play smart and you're gonna get rewarded. The philosophy is quite simple. Like, we believe that every player should have equal chances to win. Even if you don't put too much in the game when you start, you will maybe score a pack of legendary picks, which are extremely valuable. We partnered up with a tree foundation, and we're going to plant like tons and tons of trees. And those guys do not only plant trees, but they have like really beautiful social work happening. And I think with the success of the game, the more players we have in the platform, the more trees we're going to plant, and we're going to keep doing this beautiful social work. But like gameplay-wise, I think the most exciting part for me is the land picks, which are like NFTs. NFTs, cryptocurrencies, bitcoins, etc. We have a fully dedicated team just working on it. And the main focus of them is, of course, building something that works and makes sense, but also demystifying the entire thing. Because when you say NFTs, when you say bitcoins, cryptocurrency, a lot of people say, no, that's not for me. Soon we'll have tutorials online and showing like how easy this entire NFT world will be. The initial idea was merely focused on virtual real estate and a bit of trading. But like, we ended up gamifying every little bit of it. That's why we call a game and not a platform. End of the day, we just made something that is fun and equally rewarding to players. What made PlanetIX stand out is for sure the landmark picks, like the NFTs. Like, imagine 3D representations of world monuments, world buildings, such as like, I don't know, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, or the Taj Mahal in India. Like, there's only one of those in the world, and in PlanetIX, the same thing, only one copy. Like, in that sense, you can imagine how much valuable those things are in game. Like, it's gonna be awesome. The main mechanics, well, like, there's a lot, but to sum up, there are picks tiers from common all the way to legendary. Like, the amount of picks that you own, the collectiveness of it all also dictates the value. There's the marketplace, which I believe is gonna be a thing on its own. Drops, so you have weekly drops, like, not the entire planet will be up for grabs to begin with. You're gonna have specific zones, specific areas. You have packs of picks, like you can get mixed packs, you can get picks of specific tiers, and you can even have super special packs where you can actually go in the map and choose exactly the location that you want. Strategy tips, I would say be there every day. Don't miss any drops. Like even on regions or zones that you believe that you're not really interested, think that thousands or maybe even millions of other players are there and they want that piece of land. So in that sense, like once you own it, someone else wants to own it, and then you can negotiate your way through. Go on marketplace, sell it for 10, 100 times more what you paid for. If you do it smart, you're gonna get rewarded. There are plenty of platforms out there doing just a small part of what we do, and that's why we call ourselves a game and not just a platform. Like in the future, we are looking into giving players the possibility of developing their collection of picks. So their collections will become NFTs on itself, which is huge. They will see the benefits of playing the game, like besides their own benefits, they're gonna see the good things that they're doing to the planet. And I think that's just like great to break the barrier. Like we really want everyone to understand that what we're doing, it's not only digitally, it's for every single player and also for the planet. We're building something super special here. If you're as excited as I am about PlanetIX, come and join us and let's build the planet of tomorrow.
I know you've all been waiting for it. Now, let's talk about PlanetIX. This is a perfect example of proactivity. How to come up with great ideas and catapult them into action. Last time you heard from the game developers and met with one of the creatives behind PlanetIX. Today, I am proud to introduce to you one of the masterminds behind the game architecture. Please welcome Felix Bengtsson.
Hi there, man.
Hello, Felix.
Oh, the fire.
That's right.
Get me.
You bring the heat. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure being here. Yeah.
Oh, man. So, here we are. Could you please maybe start off by telling me a little bit about yourself, your background, and what your role is with PlanetIX?
Sure. I'm one of the founding team members of the game studio that develops PlanetIX, Nibiru. And my role there is to make sense of the crypto economics of the game and the NFTs. And I've been doing that for a couple of years. Been a part of some successful journeys in that space. So yeah, it's a very cool challenge we have ahead of us.
So, the beta launch is coming soon. Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a lot of players that are really curious about PlanetIX and they want to know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, through this opportunity of Crowd One, we have seen huge interest of being part of the beta launch. So we are working around the clock, and we're really excited to start onboarding people.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, I mean, there's a lot happening now, but for people that maybe don't really know, how does the game work?
Yeah, it's a bit to show from the start. So, but from a meta perspective, it's quite similar to Monopoly, the classic board game. PlanetIX is like a digital copy of the world, so it can host a lot more people. But the assets in the game and the game sense is quite similar. In Monopoly, you rely on luck, when you hit a street, and in PlanetIX, you rely on pix drops. And in those pix drops, you will get randomly selected pixes that you own, right? So the utilities in the game is quite similar, but just like Monopoly, you have to start collecting several streets in order to develop them. In PlanetIX, you have to bundle the pixels together in order to start develop them. So and during yeah.
I love it. Well, you know what? I love Monopoly growing up, so you have me hooked already. But would players know the areas before they buy those mixed packs?
So every week we will have a new kind of drop zone, and all users will be informed of the geographical area on where those pixels will be taken from. So we will have that up in a few days before every drop. Okay. There's a limit to how many drops we will release during each week, but don't go crazy. There will be another drop just around the corner.
Okay, okay. It's good to know. So these mixed packs, are they all the same, or how are they comprised?
Yeah, it depends on the quantity, but they are all the same in the sense that there's the picks comes from the different tiers, the legendary down to the outliers,
Okay.
and they are all evenly distributed. So in the beginning, at least, the first 2 months we will start with like opening up the game, and later on. We can maybe narrow down the packs drop, so it's only legendary, it's only outlier tiers that will be included in the packs. But from the game start, we will only focus on having the mix.
Okay, okay. It's good information for those that are following the game. So what should players basically do with these picks that they get in the packs?
We're launching very soon, and I think it's very important to say that it's all about understanding the game. Okay. Our core product will be the marketplace, because that's the only way you can acquire picks from another user without getting it from random. But we're not launching that until the beta launch ends. So all the collectors of the picks has to try to familiarize with the game infrastructure, the front end and UX on the platform, and start making strategies on how they can trade up to collect more picks in a more concentrated area.
Okay. But I must ask, is trading happening already in beta phase?
Not during the beta. We see this period of launch as a great opportunity to, as I said, educate our users with the game mechanics, the end goal, the strategies behind it, and also educate ourselves. How do our users react, and how do they interact with the platform, and in stuff we can't really know by now. So it's
exciting time.
No trading the first months.
Okay, take it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Well, talking about NFTs and all that, can you please explain a little bit more about how the game economy really works?
Yeah, so there's been a huge boom in the NFT space the last 4 years, starting off with like static art pictures with a set scheme of characteristics and rarities, and game theory applied to that. And now we're seeing more of a evolvement to more game stylish. You can play to earn, or you can. There's a lot of things happening, and especially the last year we've seen some good NBA Top Shot. Huge companies standing behind a game like this. So there's a lot of movements in the market, and this kind of ecosystem, unfolds new possibilities to have substantial income in ways we haven't seen before. Usually before you just play the game, and now we can start interacting, because NFTs are smart contracts. So you can derive and you can rotate, financial instruments basically through them. So it's a cool, it's a cool space. And PlanetIX, I mean, we thought about, how can we help, or how can we evolve it? I mean, it's a huge opportunity for us to launch with Crowd 1 with the market, and I think we will unlock several 100,000 new players into the blockchain space. So the ecosystem is, you have to come in and you have to learn about it, and we will take it slow because it's a mouthful.
Right.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I mean, it actually sounds simpler than I thought it would, which is good, because I'm quite a novice when it comes to gaming. But you've mentioned a different ecosystem. Can you clarify just a bit more for people that maybe don't understand about that?
Yeah, so some NFT projects, they demand that there's a buyer on the other side, right?
Okay.
And we also do that in our marketplace. Like you have a picture and you set a price, and there's somebody else who has to set yes or no. I like this, I can pay for this. In PlanetIX, how we sketched it up is that you play against the PlanetIX. That's the end goal. What I mean with that is from all the sales we generate from the PIX drops, 20% of that is going to be invested into companies doing good for the planet. Solar panels, forest management companies, stuff like that. And the cash flow and the yields generated from those assets will go directly back to the NFT holders. So apart from doing very good initiatives and donations and planting trees, we're also we're doing some heavy investments into companies that can generate cash flow that can later on be paid out to the NFT holders. So in that sense, you're not dependent on the other. You're not dependent on not the opponent, but another user buying your art.
Right.
You're depending to play the game and through that get some rewards.
There you go. You play hard, you win hard, right? Okay, so I think I understand. So a clustered collection of picks, they can be exchanged for NFTs.
Yes, correct. So there's actually two different NFTs in PlanetIX. One that can be obtained through playing, like trading and completing, a cluster of picks.
Okay.
The second NFT that we are releasing is the landmark NFTs. And the landmark NFTs are basically unique assets of World Heritage landmarks. And we are, from day one, placing them out so everybody can see where they are on the world. But they will not be, you cannot play to earn them. It's more based on luck. So they will be handed out in the PAX drop as the coming PAX drop that you buy into.
Okay.
What these NFTs have, as a reward mechanism, is that they have an area around them where all the trades of all the picks inside that area, they have a commission on the transaction fees that users pay in the marketplace. And if you have a legendary one, that will cover quite a bit of area, and
Nice.
those NFTs will bring some value. I can guarantee you that. Yeah.
I can imagine. So how many NFTs will be available in the game, more or less?
So from the start, during the beta, we're going to release a couple of them only. But you will see all of them where they are located, and we will make sure that the people are, ready for when they are about to be dropped.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. I can imagine people are going to be hungry for some NFTs. But I'm telling you, this really is extremely impressive. So PlanetIX, if I get it correctly, it's kind of like giving players the possibility to make a little bit of income by playing the game and at the same time contributing to the real planet.
There is finite land in the real world, and also that in PlanetIX. So in that sense, if you hold a bit of land that somebody else wants, the price of that can come up. But it's important to remember that we cannot guarantee you that there's going to be a price increase. But if you play the game smartly and you understand the mechanics about the scarcity and the opportunities that arise in the marketplace, there's a good possibility that you could, yes.
I'm sure that sounds good to some people's ears. But I know you kind of touched on this, but is it possible for a player to make a lot of money? Is that even possible in this game?
Yeah. We're not promising a player to make a fortune, by playing. But there's definitely going to be some good economics in those who study it and study. A core value in our company is to be transparent, and we are going to share every piece of information with everybody beforehand. There's no red carpet treatment in PlanetIX. Everybody has a fair chance of earning money if they want to do that, or playing the game, or just getting to know what is NFT. It depends on your level of seriousness when you're going into the game. But we'll definitely have a good opportunity if you're understand the mechanics. Yes.
I got you, Felix. And transparency always wins, so that's a good approach. But I guess for a person like me that might want some insider trading, is there any tips that you could give on how to play smart?
So as of today, you can now go to our website and you can get connected to our game book. And the game book is basically our Bible that outlays from every small detail of the picks to the tiers to the classifications to how the economics work and stuff like that. And we want to give the full transparency of what partners, what investments we made to everybody. So I would say that the best advice is to dig in, join our community. We have a strong community already in Discord, and community members ready to serve and to help and to educate. And not only me, but the team will be there. You can ask me questions directly, and we will also host a couple of AMAs, Ask Me Anything, live through our Discord channels the coming weeks. Okay. So I would say the best tip is to join in and lean in.
Oh, that was such a transparent answer. I wanted like a cheat code or something that you could give me. Felix, come on. All right, so before I let you go, I have one last question. Do you feel ready for the beta phase? Are you ready for beta? Are you ready for what's coming?
Of course. Yeah? I mean, we've been working day and nights the last 6 months at least to get this in motion. And we're super happy about the opportunity to launch with Crowd 1. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Indeed.
It's going to be awesome.
Indeed. I'm excited about it as well. So, I guess, Felix, I must thank you for stopping by. I mean, you've given us so much great information. I can't wait to play. I'm sure there are many others that can't wait for the beta phase, and I'm looking forward to getting into the entire game. Thank you today, Felix.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.